Someone walked into the airport wearing combat boots, an oversized hoodie, and ripped jeans. Looked cool until everything got flagged. Boots off, hoodie triggered the scanner, belt full of metal, full pat dash down. Gate missed, all because of one outfit. What you wear to the airport can literally decide how your entire trip feels. Shoes that'll ruin your airport day. From TSA lines to seatmate vibes, from delays to unexpected upgrades, your outfit speaks louder than your boarding pass. This video breaks down the travel looks that quietly sabotage your comfort and what to wear instead of. You want smoother security checks, fewer stairs, and a much better flight. Let's get into it. You're running late. The line at security is crawling, and just when it's finally your turn, you're stuck bent over, wrestling with lace-up boots while the person behind you sighs loud enough for the whole terminal to hear. Sounds familiar? Picking the wrong shoes for the airport is just a minor inconvenience that can derail your whole travel day. High boots, sneakers with endless laces, chunky soles, zippers, metal accents, anything that makes you stop and fumble is a red flag. They'll slow you down, hold up the line, or set off the scanner for a pat-down you didn't plan on. And the flip side, it's no better. Flip-flops or flimsy sandals slip on fast. Sure, but try running across polished tile when your gate changes last minute. One shoe flies off, you slide, arms flailing, passengers staring, and that's if you don't go down hard. Or worse, you're in the airport bathroom, your foot slips, and now you're barefoot on that floor. Instant regret. Feet also swell at altitude, turning snug shoes into pressure cookers, and in an emergency evacuation, the wrong pair can turn dank over loose laces, slipping down the stairs, or trying to run barefoot through smoke and chaos. So what works? Lightweight sneakers, slip-ons, running shoes with solid grip. They come off fast at security, go back on in seconds, and keep you grounded. Literally, you're dodging a tight connectioner, bracing for a rough landing. Why socks matter a lot, more than you think. You finally get through security. Shoes off, trays stacked, arms raised, and then barefoot on that cold, slick airport floor. That's seen everything from coffee spills to mystery stains. Don't know socks. That's your reality. Unless you're in a pre-check line, most airports still make you remove your shoes. That means your socks net, your sneakers are the only thing between your feet and that public floor. That's why socks aren't just some throwaway detail. They matter. Not just any socks. Striped socks. Most people reach for something soft, stretchy, and easy, and on a long flight, that kind of comfort really matters. But socks do more than that. They're your first line of defense for comfort, hygiene, and even health. If your flight's longer than 2 hours, compression socks are a smart move. They help your blood circulate, keep swelling down, and lower the risk of blood clots, especially when you're sitting still for hours. It's one of those things you don't notice until you land and your legs feel like they've doubled in size. And if you're the type who kicks off your shoes mid-flight, which, let's be honest, most of us are, do yourself a favor. Pack a fresh pair of socks. Slipping into a clean pair after takeoff feels surprisingly good, especially if the ones you wore through security have been through a lot. Pants versus shorts debate. There's a clear winner. Let's settle this. Pants or shorts on a flight? At first glance, shorts seem like a no-brainer. They're light, breathable, and keep you cool. But airplanes, they're cold, and I mean unexpectedly cold. If you've ever spent hours under a vent blasting icy air onto your knees, you know the deal. So Yapans win every time, but not just any pants. You want something that checks 3 boxes. Soft, stretchy, and non-restrictive. Think joggers or travel-friendly chinos. Anything with a loose waistband is a plus, especially if you tend to bloat mid-flight, which most of us do. Tight waistbands, belts, stiff fabric. That's a no, and here's something most travelers don't think about: safety. Leggings and other synthetic materials can actually put you at serious risk if there's ever a fire on board. So skip the synthetics. Natural fibers like cotton or wool are a smarter, safer choice, and still plenty comfortable for a long-haul flight. Fit matters too. Wide-leg pants might look stylish, but they're a nightmare in transit. They drag on bathroom floors, get caught on escalators, and pick up every bit of airport grime along the way. Stick to tapered or slim fits. Cleaner, neater, safer. And here's a big one: avoid jumpsuits or rompers. They look great until you're in a cramped airplane lounge and realize you have to basically undress just to pee. Not ideal at 35,000 feet. The underwear mistake that could ruin your whole flight. It's not the first thing most people think about when packing for a flight, but it should be. Get your underwear wrong, and you'll feel it the entire way. Hours in a cramped seat. Dry cabin air, no room to move. That's already uncomfortable. Now add underwear that's too tight, traps heat, or holds moisture. You're in for a miserable ride. Here's what to avoid: anything synthetic that doesn't breathe. Lace, shapewear, snug blends look great, but in a pressurized cabin, they turn into a personal sauna. Your best bet: cotton, merino wool, moisture-wicking microfiber. Brands like Uniqlo, Aerism, The White Company, and Icebreaker Marina make travel-friendly options that stay cool, dry, and breathable even when your plane doesn't. And don't forget about fit. On long flights, your body swells, especially your waist and hips, so what felt fine in the morning might start digging in halfway through the flight. Tip: go one size roomier than usual for extra comfort when you're stuck in a seat for hours. Also, always pack a backup pair in your carry-on. You may not think you'll need it until you do. Someone once sat through a 10-hour flight in damp underwear because they forgot to bring a spare. Don't be that person. Don't build the perfect airport outfit. You got the shoes, socks, and pants figured out. Now let's zoom out and talk big picture. How do you build an outfit that works from check-in to touchdown? Start with your layers. The key isn't fashion, it's flexibility. Planes fluctuate in temperature constantly, and you never know if the gadolunge will feel like a fridge or a sauna. So go with layered clothing. You can add or peel off easily. A base t-shirt, a lightweight crewneck, and a breathable outer jacket give you options without adding bulk. Now about that outer layer, choose a jacket with real storage, not just tiny pockets that hold a lip balm, but deep zippered ones. You'd be surprised how much weight you can shift out of your carry-on. Power banks, phone chargers, maybe even your laptop brick. It won't magically bypass security, but it will help you avoid those awkward your bags over the limit moments at the check-in scale. And yes, I'll need to take that jacket at the security checkpoint, so keep your pockets organized. Don't be that person digging through random cables while the line stalls behind you. As for color, go neutral, go dark. Not because it looks stylish, thought does, but Bubk's turbulence and confident care how cute your outfit is. Dark tones forgive spills, wrinkle-resistant fabrics stay sharp even after hours of sitting. And here's something people don't often say out loud, but it matters. How you dress can affect how you're treated. Multiple flyers on Reddit have shared that when they dressed neatly, think clean shoes, collared shirts, polished but simple outfits, they got fewer questions at immigration, smoother check-ins, even random acts of kindness from staff and other travelers. One even said they were mistaken for airline crew just because they looked professional. So no, it's not about impressing anyone, but looking intentional and pulled together. That can go a long way in a place where first impressions happen in seconds. Accessories, keep it simple. One watch, small studs if you wear earrings, nothing bulky, nothing that sets off metal detectors. Skip the belt if you can, you'll have to take it off at the security checkpoint. And no one wants to fumble with buckles while the line inches forward behind them, because at the end of the day, a great airport outfit isn't just about looking good, it's about moving smart, staying comfortable, and being ready for whatever the journey throws at you. Common outfit fails that backfire mid-flight. Let's talk about flight outfits that sound good in theory, but fall apart at 35,000 feet. One of the biggest offenders: clothes that trap odors. Fabrics like polyester and rayon might feel light, but after hours in a dry, cramped cabin, they start holding on to sweat and smells. If you're flying long, just unlucky enough to get stuck on the Thomas, or be glad you picked something that breathes. Next up, outfits that don't adapt. That top that felt fine at 8 a.m. might start cutting into your ribs by hour 3. Tight waistbands, scratchy seams, stiff collars, they don't mix well with airplane posture. The same goes for fussy details. Straps that slip, buttons that pop, sleeves that never sit right. If you're adjusting your clothes more than your seatbelt, they're not flight friendly. And remember what we mentioned earlier about leggings. That one might have surprised you. They're comfy, yes, but many are made from synthetic fibers that don't just burn, they melt. In the rare but very real chance of an onboard fire or emergency evacuation, those materials can stick to your skin, cause far more serious injuries than cotton or wool ever would. This isn't just travel folklore, it was highlighted by aviation journalist Christine Negrini in an interview quoted by the New York Times. Her advice: avoid artificial fabrics altogether when flying. It's not something anyone wants to imagine, but if you care about flying smart, it's worth thinking about. New clothes, be careful. Just because it looks great in the Marauder doesn't mean it holds up to 6 hours of sitting, sweating or stretching. Give it a test run at home before your flight. Your future self will thank you. Now here's something less obvious: how extreme or loud your outfit is can sometimes draw the wrong kind of attention at the airport. Multiple Redditors have shared that wearing ultra-edgy style stripped jeans, metal band tees, combat boots, spiked jackets made them more likely to get randomly selected for extra screening. One even said that after switching to a low-key travel look, plain joggers, a soft sweater, and covered tattoos, those extra checks practically stopped. Why you should skip the shorts. And while we're at it, let's talk about shorts. Yes, they're easy and breezy, but they're not built for flying. First off, airplanes are cold, like surprisingly cold. You might be fine at boarding, but 3 hours later, you'll be huddling under a paper-thin airline blanket wondering why you didn't just wear pants. Second, cabin seats aren't exactly the cleanest surfaces, and shorts mean more direct skin contact. Place that thousands of other people have sat on before you. Not great. And then there's the social side. One Redditor didn't hold back: I don't want someone's hairy legs touching me, even if they're not touching. It's just gross to look at. Fair or not, people around you notice, and in tight quarters, dressing a little more considerately makes a difference. Bottom line, If your outfit would be uncomfortable during a delay, distracting in a middle seat, or even a little awkward during an evacuation, maybe rethink it. Fly in something that supports you, respects your space, and everyone else is saying you'll land in a much better mood. Accessories that'll hold you up at security. You've got the perfect airport outfit, comfy joggers, slip-on sneakers, but that watch, those earrings, or even an AirTag, they can turn you into the security line's VIP for all the wrong reasons. Take accessories, your sleek smartwatch or chunky rings. Stylish Shabbat to TSA scanners, they're trouble. Picture this: a guy forgets an AirTag in his jacket pocket. Suddenly, security flags it as suspicious. Cue a 10-minute bag search while he's sweating and missing his Starbucks run. Pro move: pop metal items, rings, necklaces, belt, cinto, a bagu, zip pouch before you hit the line. It's fast, organized, and keeps you moving. Bonus: skip metal belts for a fabric one, like Patagonia's friction belt. No alarms, all comfort. Now medical device: insulin pumps, prosthetics, ports. You're good to bring them, but don't let TSA guess what's under your shirt. Tell the officer up front and carry a TSA notification card from tsa.gov. One traveler I know breezed through with a quick note for her insulin pump. Without it, 15-minute delay. Rules vary. Heathrow might wave you through, but Singapore's scanners are picky. Check TSA and airline guidelines before you fly. Small stuff, big delays. Pack smart, prep ahead, and you'll glide through security like a pro. Final advice: dress with strategy. That's the thing about air travel, so much of it is out of your control, but what you wear, that's all you. And when you dress with a little strategy, comfort, function, and a touch of common sense, you'll feel it. In the security line, in your seat, even when you're racing to make that connection. So the next time you pack, don't just think about where you're going, think about how you're getting there. A smart outfit won't fix a delayed flight, but it'll definitely make the wait a whole lot easier. If you've got a go-to airport outfit, a travel wardrobe fail you'll never forget, drop it in the comments. Don't I want to hear it? And if this helped you rethink what to wear on your next flight, don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel smart tips.